Yeah, Sheila. So, do you want to talk about you? We were talking off the camera about the poem that you heard of Dr. Ghazala, whom I just talked like a couple of days ago, 3 days ago. And you don't understand Urdu, but what were you saying? So I can tell her to listen to that.
Well, it was such a joy. And I know for me, one of the things that is true at this time more than most, and I'm wired a little bit this way, but I seek out what I refer to as beauty medicine. And when I saw the little snippet, the preview that you posted of her reciting her poetry in Urdu, which, as you say, I don't understand, it touched something deep within me. And I just watched it over and over, and I just let those words and that beauty wash over me. And it's interesting because initially I completely trusted myself. I said, there's something in my heart that is responding to that which she is speaking with such rhythm and melody and these words that I don't understand, that are moving some part of me that does understand. And then my brain got involved for a minute and went, oh, wait, but I don't understand what she's saying. What if she's saying that something that isn't supposed to be received this way? What if it's about grief? What if it's about... And then I was able to settle and say no. And it just, when I say wash over me, I mean, it's as though I put myself under a waterfall, the soothing kind, not the pounding kind, and just let it cleanse me somehow. It was really profoundly beautiful for me.
So tell me, before I tell you what it means, and I think I'll ask her to translate the poem so that I can share with you. What meaning did you get out of it other than what you're explaining? Was there okay, this is a sad poetry or a lively poetry or a soothing poetry? But what was it? Can you put it in your words without knowing what she was saying?
It was something that was... What it felt to me is as though it was something that was honoring of the human experience.
Wow, that's
there
what I
was some substance of truth that came from her soul that speaks to the human experience that my soul and my heart and my body responded to, even though my ears couldn't translate. That's what it felt like. And I thought, I want to honor this beautiful artist and physician by hearing her, by letting myself be present with the gift of her words. And I want to receive the blessing of something that honors my experience as a human and all of the collective experience, I guess, that is beyond language, that is beyond skin tone, that is beyond.
Yes,
that is beyond.
Thank you for saying that. I just wanted you to say, I was about to say, isn't this beautiful that you, yes, I know that, well, I assume that you don't know Urdu, and you don't, but then the communication that is human to human, and if you really are genuinely speaking to someone and expressing the genuine feelings, and that a person who is totally across, and I don't know, thank you for listening or watching that clip, because, it's not necessary you would have watched that, It's amazing, and what you said is what she is trying to say. That is so amazing. That's why I'm like, this is amazing how, so this is a testament to you also, that how connected you are to yourself in order for you to you opened up yourself to let her words in. And oh wow, Sheila, this was really good.
Thank you. I'm such a supporter of what you do that whenever I can catch us, I will watch them, and it was so enriching to my day. And I do think it speaks to a lot of the work that I do and in my personal practices are about deep, deep listening.
Yeah, just tell a little bit briefly what you do. So.
I'm a coach, sort of, that's the easiest category to put me in. And so I work with leadership teams and professionals. I run women's programs, and specifically my area of focus over the last 17 years has actually been crisis. And so what do we do when we meet the end of ourselves? And crisis is usually identified by that place where we can no longer predict what our own behavior is going to be because we haven't had to be in that scenario yet. And so our self-trust is compromised, our resilience, we don't know whether we can lean into it or not. And that deep, deep listening helps us to remember that we are wiser than we know and more equipped than we remember more often than the opposite is true.
Beautiful.
So that's what I teach.